All right, hey everyone. Just here to talk about some recent news. If you haven't heard, it seemed like it's about to be official that Peyton Manning will not be joining the Colts. That's just been reported, and I have mixed feelings on this. But I I just want to say, Colts fans, you guys had one of the greatest QBs out there in Manning. And you guys got to enjoy him. And kind of on the bright side too, you guys are getting Andrew Luck. And while nothing's for certain, Andrew Luck's pretty much I can I'm pretty sure he's going to be a really good quarterback. He may not be Peyton Manning, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be a really good quarterback. And I know you guys are heartbroken, uh, but you have you kind of have to move on. It's the same way with my team, the Carolina Panthers, when we moved on from Jake Delhomme. And I was a little sad at first, um, of course, because Jake, he's been with the team for a long time and took us to the Super Bowl and playoffs, and he had some type of just a certain magic about him. He was a good a good guy. He raced horses. He's just a cool guy. He seemed really nice. He had a comeback personality, and he always like I want to say a gunslinger because some people would say that he's not. I'd say he is, but anyway, he was just a cool guy, and he messed up in 2008. I forgave him about that. I know a lot of fans didn't, but in 2008 playoffs against the Cardinals, I forgave him for that, and uh, the game I stopped like I was like I don't want Jake Delhomme to be quarterback anymore is the Jets game in which I remember it was like bad things were happening. It was like ball bounces off Smitty, his leg and or his thigh, whatever, and it was just horrible. And I felt like we could have won that game if Matt Moore was in, and then Matt Moore of course comes in and he does great and all that. But anyway, off topic. It was hard for me to move on at first because at first after 2008 I was like okay let's keep Jake, but after 2009 I was like well I didn't expect it but I was like well I guess we did kind of have to move on. There's other quarterbacks in a draft or I just trusted them. I trusted the free front office, excuse me, that we'd find a way to move on. Thankfully, we got Cam Newton, so that's all cool and everything. But as far as the whole Peyton Manning thing, a lot of people say it's weird and it's not right, and it is weird. I'm not saying it's definitely the normal thing, but honestly, I kind of like it because I feel like I have a lot of different feelings about this. I feel like it's like when Joe Montana went to the Chiefs, I believe, or when Brett Favre went to Minnesota and all these different things. Now when he went to the Jets, when he went to the Jets, it was like, ah, they started off great, but it just you know, but and it gives another franchise some type of hope, and that's what I like about that because it gives everyone says the NFL is parity. Anyone can come, out of nowhere. And it's not just through the draft, it's also through free agency. And what better way than to have one of the greatest quarterbacks ever? I don't think he is the best, but that's a different talk for another day. But have one of the greatest quarterbacks to play for your team. And I don't know where he's going to go. I'll talk about that later in my video. But it's just, I love that he's giving, if he does go to another team, he's giving um, another team more relevance. And even if they don't like go to the championship right off the bat, I like that he's what's a good way to say this? I like that he's kind of like filler, and he can help. Like say the Carolina Panthers didn't have a quarterback, and Peyton Manning is a good quarterback, um, but his injury is still up in the air, and we don't know what's going to happen. And I like that if he came to the Carolina Panthers, that he'd be able to play good or maybe great, depending on his injury, for a couple of seasons until we're ready to draft a guy. And I feel like Peyton Manning can do that for another team. I guess some teams, just off my head, I can think of. Well, I was watching ESPN, and they said that the Jets, and he has like connections there, and I was like, they have Mark Sanchez, but I guess it is New York, and they just want to win now, I guess. Um, I could definitely see him there in New York, and it'd be cool because you'd have the two Manning brothers in, New York, Eli and Peyton. Um, I guess another one that's a dark horse maybe is Kansas City. I could see him in Kansas City, even though Matt Castle, got his contract and everything. I could see Peyton Manning going to Kansas City, um, and just helping them out. They already had like you know, okay defense. I feel from when they won the championship, especially them drafting the safety uh, 2 years ago. But I feel like Peyton Manning could just go to New York Jets, Kansas City, and another interesting thought I thought about was what if Peyton Manning went to the Dallas Cowboys? And I don't know the cap room situation. This is just something off my head. I know Jerry Richardson loves the spotlight. Um, he loves to have the attention. One way to have the attention is to have Peyton Manning. And one thing that he loves more than the spotlight is to win. And everyone loves to win, but I just feel um, Jerry Jones. Excuse me if I said Jerry Richardson earlier. I don't know. He stuck in my head from Carolina Panthers. I don't know if I did, but Jerry Jones loves to win. So for the Dallas Cowboys, if they got Peyton Manning, I feel like they could just kick Tony to the curb or have him stay back. He could be a backup or whatever. I don't know his contract situation. Um, and Cowboy fans don't have to worry about them choking. I feel like the Cowboys always have some type of decent defense, um, and it's just really just Tony or a blown call or something like that. I'm not a Cowboys fan by like I hate the Cowboys. Just to throw that out there, I feel like especially for my team, um, they you know, blown calls against us where we should have won a whole bunch of games against them. 2006, 2007. It's just even 2009 when we lost to them. I feel like there's a couple of calls. I don't like the Cowboys. And then their fans, since the team is like so popular, it's like the fans just know like the basics, like Tony Romo. And I'm not expecting everyone to know everything about the team, but you got to know some type of stuff. Like it's like, come on now. But anyway, sorry. If Peyton Manning went to the Cowboys, I think that'd be um, okay. It definitely would raise the NFC East a bit, and everyone would say they're um, in contention to win. So, um, yeah, Indianapolis Colts fans. I know it's sad to see that Peyton Manning isn't coming back, but I mean, hey, you're getting Andrew Luck. You had him for 14 years. You won a Super Bowl. We haven't even won a Super Bowl yet, because Cam Newton, of course, is going to get us about five, hopefully. But um, you had him for 14 years, and it was some good years. You know, you had Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. It was a good time, but everything comes to an end, and I guess it's just time to move on. But it's not like you guys are gonna sink. I feel uh, you guys are gonna get Andrew Luck, and I feel like he's gonna be productive from the get go. Not Matthew Stafford or Cam Newton productive. But yeah, so this is my video for the uh, Peyton Manning situation. I should have another video coming up about um, just about the draft and about other stuff. Right, see ya.